Hello friends, I am Dr. Kapil Patil, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology. In this video, we are going to study a comparison between chordate and non-chordates. This presentation is divided into two parts. In the first slides, we are discuss about the key points to differentiate between chordates animal and non-chordate animals. In the second or third slide, we can see a general characters or general difference between the chordate and non-chordates. So see the first slide. In this first slide, four key characters is there that are very important to differentiate chordate and non-chordate. In a chordate, notochord present at some stage of life. In a non-chordate, notochord absent. Notochord is a Greek word. Notochords is a union of two words. Noton means back, chordae means chord, back chord means vertebral column present and vertebral column absent. It also called chorda dorsalis. It is a rod-like flexible structure extending length of body. It's a support to body and originated from endodermal roof of embryonic archenteron. In higher vertebrates, these notochords replace by a vertebral columns. Don't be confused between the notochord and nerve cords. See the second points. Nerve cord single, dorsal and hollow. In a non-chordate, nerve cord double, ventral and solid. Nerve cord is a hollow tubular structure and it originated from the ectoderms. Its function coordination of body. Nerve cord function it support to system means we can say it act as an internal skeleton. In some lower chordates like a urochordata and cephalochordata, notochord continue throughout the life, not replaced into the vertebral columns. And another side, nerve cord. This nerve cord situated just above the notochords and derived from the ectoderms and their main function for the coordination. See the third key points. Pharyngeal gill slit are present in some stage of life. In a chordate, pharyngeal gill slit is always present in their life at some stages. But in a non-chordate, pharyngeal gill slits are absent. This pharyngeal gill slit also known as a branchial or pharyngeal cleft also. Then next point and last point of point number 4. Heart present ventral side in a chordate. In a non-chordate, heart present on in a dorsal position. So these are the four key points consider for the comparison of chordate and non-chordate. See the next slide. In this next picture, we can see a image of non-chordate and image of chordate. So the basic difference between chordate and non-chordate. So red arrows show the notochord position. Notochord is a present in a chordate and notochord is a absent in a non-chordate. Then general comparison. Now we are discussing the general features between the chordate and non-chordate. In mostly chordates is a bilateral symmetrical and non-chordate is a showing bilateral or radial symmetry. Bilateral symmetry you know very well. Body is divided into a two equal parts. Right side is a mirror image to the left side. But non-chordate is showing a radial symmetry is there. Next point, we can say generally or mostly all chordates is a triploblastic. Triploblastic means their body is made by a 3 germ layers, but non-chordate mostly a diploblastic. Their body is made by 2 germ layers, ectoderm and endoderm. In a chordate, 3 germ layer including ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm is there. Then coelom. Coelom is a space between gut and body wall. So all chordates generally a coelomate, true coelom present in a chordates. But non-chordates is a coelomate or pseudo coelomate. No space between gut and body wall is also there. Then after that a next point, circulatory system, that are also considered for the comparison. In circulatory system generally having the two types, open type and closed type. In a chordate, closed type circulatory system is there. Closed type circulatory system means blood not directly flow into the body, blood carried through a blood vessels. This type of system is called as closed type circulatory system. This type of system found in a chordate. But when you see a non-chordate circulatory system is a open type, means their internal organs directly bath into the blood. No blood vessels, no system is there for the carry a blood. As well as in a chordate, blood generally carry a HB, hemoglobin is there. This hemoglobin is also absent in a non-chordate. Another respiratory pigment present in a non-chordate like a hemocyanin and hemocyte hemolymph is also there. Then next point, muscle system. In a muscle system, when you see in a chordate, generally two types of muscles present in a chordate, strip muscle and smooth muscles, and that are regulate, they are showing voluntary action as well as involuntary action. This muscle system is a poorly or this type of muscles is absent in a non-chordate. Then in a chordates, endocrine system is a well developed. For example, endocrine system means their secretion directly into the blood and act on a target organ. This type of secretion secreted by a endocrine glands. Endocrine glands means ductless glands. So this system is a well developed in a chordates. Endocrine system we can say poorly or developed or absent in a non-chordate. This then next point, skeleton. When you discuss about the skeleton, in a chordate endoskeleton is present, in a non-chordate exoskeleton is present. Skeleton, the main function of skeleton is provide support as well as framework to the body. This endoskeleton means skeleton present inside the body. These are made by bone and cartilage. But in a non-chordate, generally found a exoskeleton, skeleton present outside the body. Best example, insect showing the exoskeleton. Crab is also showing the exoskeleton type skeleton. Then next point, kidney. Kidney is also well developed metanephric, mesonephric type of kidney found in a chordate. Such a type of kidney is not present or poorly developed in a non-chordate. Generally, non-chordate Malpighian tubules, such a organs are help for the excretion process. Another things, reproduction. Generally in a chordate, sexual type of reproduction is there and dioecious. Chordate generally a dioecious means sexes are totally separate. But in a non-chordate, reproduction is a generally a sexual type as well as monoecious. Both the gametes present on a same animals. Then after that, the organ system is a well developed, highly developed in a chordate. But this organ system is very poorly developed in a non-chordate. Then see the next point. In a chordate, regeneration power is a very poor, but in a non-chordate, regeneration power is a very high. Best example is a starfish. When you cut their arms, they can regenerate their arms. So this type of power is very poor in a chordates. And respiration. Generally, all chordates respire through the lungs and other kinds of organs. And in a non-chordates, respiration through a trachea or through a gills. Then in a chordates, blood, generally all chordates is a warm blooded, some are the cold blooded, but non-chordate all are the cold blooded animals. Then in a chordates, post-anal tail usually present in a chordates, and this post-anal tail usually absent in a non-chordates. In a chordates, gut always present ventral side to the nerve cord. In a chordates, in a non-chordates, gut dorsal side to nerve cord. So that's it. So that are the basic comparison between chordate and non-chordate. Thanks for listening me. Thank you.